Talking about a golf ball today that I wasn't around or I wasn't playing when this was out. We're talking about a BALATA golf ball, a top flight version. Because I wasn't around to play with these, we've got a man who's perfect for the job. He's going to come in and test it against a Pro V1. And guys, we are talking about the top flight Z BALATA 90 golf balls. So a new softer feel with no cut guarantee. So one big problem with the BALATA golf balls before, or what I've been told by a couple of elder gentlemen here at the golf club, is that they did used to cut up, so they didn't want to use them because they didn't last very long. But these are a little bit of a more modern day version. Dave's going to put it against the modern day Pro V1. We're going to test it for distance, we're going to test it obviously in and around the greens, and we're also going to go in the studio and test it on there, see what the actual numbers say inside. That's a good drive there for Dave, right up the middle of the fairway.
Where'd that come from?
Correct, Dave, you are as surprised as myself. Right, in we go. So straight away with these golf balls, different dimple pattern what we'd expect to see on the Pro V1. We have got the Tour 90. Let's have a go, Dave. Obviously back in the day, Dave, in your pomp, these golf balls were around, but did you use them?
No.
And why did you not use them?
Because they cut up too quickly and I ended up having to buy too many, so I probably went back for, I don't know, Top Flight XL 2000s with harder shell.
Right, yeah, guys, comment below what golf balls did you use back in it would be in the 90s, where these were really obviously in the pomp before the Pro V1 was launched in 1999. So very interesting. Dave mentioned there about cutting, and one of the big things here with this redone golf ball is with a no cut guarantee as a slogan. So let's see. So it should feel softer, maybe. It'll be amazing to see if it does feel softer too. Dave, he's just hit a great one down there.
Tell you what, decent, bit off balance, but
it did sound good.
Not sure it's gone as far as the first one did.
It sounded different as I thought it might do, but let's get down there and see distance-wise, Dave. What do you think first of all?
What do I think to it? It feels nice. It just feels a little bit softer when you're mainly playing it with the irons, because I've had a bit of a practice with it. So,
do you think it'll be shorter with the driver?
I do, yeah.
Oh, let's get up there and let's see. And a rarity up the fairway. Right, so coming up to these in the fairway, we can see that we have straight away, I believe, we've got the BALATA golf ball probably 15 yards shorter there, and Dave hit them, he would say, exactly the same. And yes, that is the Tour 90, and that is a Pro V1. So an interesting, guys, that I'll put on screen now the differences that Titleist saw in the BALATA to the modern day Pro V1. So you'll see there, guys, the Titleist Tour BALATA was saying that obviously total distance would be 260 yards. We then went into the professional 90, which we saw got an extra yard, all of a yard. And then we saw a big jump when it went into the Pro V1. So the Pro V1 obviously then jumped up to 285 or 84 yards. And then we saw an even bigger jump from the first Pro V1 up until today's modern Pro V1. So a big difference there, 30 yards, obviously a lot of change there over the golf ball over the years. Durability is one big thing that's improved, but also distance. But you can see people are still getting the BALATA golf balls online, but obviously with the changes to the golf ball coming in years to come, it'll be interesting which way they go. Obviously I know the cover might not change, but are they going to take that distance back? Right, guys, we've got 130 yards here to this flag. So Dave's going with his 7-iron. He's going to go with the BALATA first. So the top flight first. Let's see what kind of flight we get.
I never thought I'd hear those words again.
No.
Top flight first.
Well,
I think when I last played these, Leeds were in the semi-final at European Cup.
Oh, and how they fell. Losing to the Millers last week. Friday night, this is on Monday, guys. I will be going to the match tonight, and I believe Rotherham, managerless Rotherham, are going to beat Leeds United.
Well.
And if not, Dave will never be seen on the channel again. It's a nice flight, Dave.
Yeah.
Good swing, nice little draw. Distance perfect, yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting flight there. Again, we don't know, obviously, it's a two-piece construction, this golf ball, so we didn't know if it was going to get a higher flight or what was expecting to see. Now into, obviously, the Pro V1.
I was expecting my normal stuff, which, could be out from about 2 foot off the ground to...
So, might never get off the ground sometimes, Dave, but We didn't want to mention that 'cause we're saying positive today. Positive for the Millers tonight. 2-1. Right, Pro V1.
Bit lower.
Thin, a little bit lower. Distance-wise, pretty much identical, Dave. So
Yeah.
very interesting there. Obviously, yes, it wasn't struck maybe as good, but you still got the distance out
Yeah,
of the Pro V1.
and I think that might be kind of the difference, that the modern golf ball, even if you hit it not quite perfectly, you're still getting the result.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
there or thereabouts, should I say.
yeah. Well, let's jump in the studio and give it a test, Dave, and then we'll get out here and have a few chips around this green because it's a different sounding golf ball. So how does it feel around there? Because it does claim to be soft. Right, Dave's obviously warmed up. He's took his hat off. So we're inside now. So we're going to put the BALATA to the test. So we've got a TP5 here first up. So let's see what Dave gets with his 7-iron first of all. Good it, Dave?
Not bad for me,
Not bad for Dave.
in fact.
143 carry, going 153, so very interesting there. So a good shot. Let's see what you do with the BALATA today, which is in your pocket. So in with the BALATA now. We know that it's not the true traditional BALATA. Obviously they've made some progress with it to try and get that feel again, but let's see distance-wise what it does for Dave. You can certainly tell by the sound of it, it is totally different. Let's see numbers-wise. Not bad, 4 yards behind, obviously total. Carry. I've never seen Dave move as fast. 4 yards behind on carry, so not bad at all. Let's get your driver, Dave, and we'll hit a couple with that. Dave's going to be very disappointed. He's just spent 2 minutes trying to place his Leeds United head cover, but it's actually not on the camera because the Millers are playing Leeds United tonight. I will be there.
By the time this comes out,
By the time this comes out, the
3 points
Millers
to Leeds.
will have beat Leeds United. Managerless Rotherham, turnover Leeds. There's your
How long is it
headline.
going to take you to re-edit that and put some new...
It's not going to need
commentary over it?
re-editing that, Dave. All the players are going to be running around like headless chickens, ready for a new manager. Right, TP5. Right, Dave, let's see. How did you hit that?
Okay.
185 yards again. We know that the driver is not Dave's favourite golf club at all. So Dave's going to hit one more here with the premium golf ball. Let's see if he can get a centred strike. He's normally around about, a good one could be 210, 220 total. So let's see. It's a better ball flight.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, pitching at 180, running out to 200. So
Yeah.
a better shot, a better ball flight. Let's switch over now to the BALATA. Again, out on the golf course, we've certainly seen some differences with it. Again, feel of the ball, Dave, so far?
Just a bit softer.
Yeah, just a little bit softer. For me, it sounds a little bit clicky, but I'll be trying this out next week, guys. So I'm going to put this to the test against the Pro V1. See what I can shoot over 3 holes. Again, sound-wise, totally different. That's more Dave's swing there, but again, 177 running 191. So from a similar hit, would you say there, Dave, a similar strike to the last?
It didn't feel any different other than the ball felt slightly softer, but it felt the same on the face.
So let's give you another go. You had 2 with a premium. Let's see what you can do with this. But so far, not too much behind. Seemed a good strike. Yeah, certainly a different sound. Carry-wise, longer.
Similar.
185 going 200. So let's get back out on the golf course. Let's talk about the history of these golf balls, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we're going to start with the Pro V1 here around the green. So interesting numbers inside. Obviously, we got the longest drive, the longest carry was with the BALATA. So very interesting there. But let's see how it reacts around the greens. Little chip and run there, perfect distance. See what this does. It's going to pop up a little bit higher. And it's the age-old question, guys, obviously with golf balls. Obviously, what kind of money are you spending on golf balls? Do they need to be the latest and greatest, or it's just like drivers? Could you get last year's model for cheaper and it still do the same job, really?
Will it matter if you still can't hit it?
Exactly, Dave. That's basically what we're saying.
Is it the equipment or is it the...
Because you've hit 2 great drives off the first, and that's obviously good because we got a good, obviously, differential in there. We've got 15 yards difference with two similar strikes. But the next time you might not hit anywhere near the centre of the face, Dave.
As per.
Nor might I. Pretty good, Dave. How did that one feel? Again, any difference in them?
I didn't feel much difference at all there, if I'm honest.
No, very interesting there, obviously. Around the greens, guys, Dave's not felt much difference.
But is that because you're not striking it hard in any way? It's just you're just a little feather in it.
Just a little feather in it. That's
in
obviously a new term for Dave.
Well, it's not leather in it, is it?
It's not leather in it, Dave. No, but very interesting there, guys. Obviously, a golf ball that is a kind of a balata. It's not a traditional one. We know that that might not last very long, so if anyone has got any of those and wants to send them for us to try, Dave will put it to a test, because it's not Dave's money obviously that's buying them, and that's the only reason Dave would ever try a balata again. But interesting distance wise for Dave, obviously a mid-handicap golfer, not seen much difference, and this golf ball I believe came out in 2009, so it's 13 years old, and obviously it's still performing right up there with a modern day Pro V1. So what do you want to do with your golf balls? I'm going to put it to the test next week, see if I can see any difference with a little bit of a higher clubhead speed, and put it through some tests in and around the green and start to see spin numbers, trajectory, and also, after all, total distance.